Hello, today we're going to learn about the clarinet, how to make an embouchure and how to make a sound on the mouthpiece alone, how to put the instrument together, what the instrument pieces names are, because there's a bunch of them, how to make a sound with it and how to hold it, and maybe a couple suggestions on how to combat the right hand, especially the right thumb pain that most people feel, especially when starting out. First, similar to saxophone or any other sort of mouthpiece related wind instrument, I like to start with just the mouthpiece. Essentially just slide it on there, as in the reed. You want to make sure there's just a tiny little sliver of black on the top and that the ligature sits somewhere in the middle of where the reed cane bark is still on there. Tighten her down. Typically the embouchure is kind of similar to lots of wind instruments. It's kind of described as smiling. You want to kind of get it at a kind of a almost 45 degree angle away from your chin. It's kind of, if your chin was flat, it's coming away kind of at a 40-degree angle. So you can do a bunch of stuff with just the mouthpiece. It can be kind of very useful to understand what's going on there. But for time constraints, we're going to put it together. I usually typically start with the bell, big guy at the bottom. Take the lower joint. Usually these guys need a little bit of cork grease. I'm already prepared with the cork grease. Slide them on there. Now this is kind of the important part. You have to depress this middle key here so that this actuates this guy, and then that guy sits on top of him. But if you don't actuate it, they kind of get all stuck together and it's kind of a pain and can kind of bend stiff. Just kind of slowly twist around there. You're good to go. Making sure that these emblems are all kind of lined up. I've heard that they makes a difference because they stamp them at particular spots or whatever. Last part, the barrel rather. Once again, stamps lining up. Cork grease is usually pretty good, just so it slides on there nice and easy. Throw on the mouthpiece now, and you're all set to go. Initially, when starting, typically people not necessarily complain, but certainly voice their opinion about how much pain is in this right hand. I typically find this probably works better for these kind of thin, skinny guys like me, but holding it between the legs helps a lot. Also, if you have a neck strap hole on here, I highly suggest getting a neck strap, especially to begin with. But it seems to go away more over time as more you kind of learn how to like hold a lot of the weight in your mouth and everything, and how to kind of really be gentle with the horn, because I tend to kind of myself overly grip. Speaking of grip, you want fairly kind of lazy C hands that kind of have fairly flat fingers across the board. There you have it.